This video is brought to you by the movie Greenland. They sent me 5 copies to give away. You go to the Strong Opinion Sports Instagram account, find and comment on the post about the movie Greenland. In your comment, tag the movie Greenland and tag someone you want to watch it with, and I will pick the 5 winners from there. I am late to this news. I think it's totally fine. But a while back, the Texans did release J.J. Watt, their defensive tackle. I was so happy for the guy. The dude is getting out of Houston. Thank goodness. Good for J.J. Watt. Remember, he's a 3-time former NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He tweeted recently, free agency is wild. I would imagine every team in the NFL has made an offer or tried to contact the guy. I'm very excited to see where J.J. Watt is going to go. Even if he's not the same player he was 5 years ago in 2015, or I guess 6 years ago now, time has flown by. J.J. Watt is still a stud. He's a great player, at the minimum a good player, but he's also a great leader in your locker room. He's viewed as a helpful veteran who can be a positive leader and a positive presence for young guys in your locker room. That's very attractive for teams like the Arizona Cardinals or the Buffalo Bills. They're like, yes, we will take that leadership happily, plus he's a good player. A lot of teams want J.J. Watt. Now, my number one assumption is, and I guess I would love to see J.J. Watt with the Pittsburgh Steelers because his brother T.J. Watt is there, his brother Derek Watt is there. Both of his brothers are there. The Steelers went to the playoffs last year. They got, I think, a mediocre quarterback, Big Ben. That would be the thing that would make me pause if I was J.J. Watt. I'd want to go to a team with a better quarterback, in my opinion. Hall of Fame, had a great career. The great career appears to be over for Big Ben. He's declining. But again, the brothers make it a likely fit that Pittsburgh is the place where J.J. Watt will go. So J.J. Watt wanted out of Houston because they're a terrible, horribly run organization. So I would imagine that J.J. Watt wants to go somewhere and try to win a Super Bowl and be a part of a team where he can contribute and help them win games. So I would imagine he likes Kansas City, Tampa Bay, Buffalo's in the mix. The Rams in LA, maybe the 49ers. I've even heard that the Cleveland Browns are being talked about, which I think the Browns, based on their history, would scare me a little bit. About Cleveland, they got a good year, but are they a one-hit wonder? I'd be afraid of that. If I'm an aging veteran player, I wouldn't stake my final years of my career on Cleveland. Not that I don't believe in Cleveland, but because I think Kansas City's a much more sure bet. Buffalo's a much more sure bet based on their history and what they're becoming. But again, the Browns are a good team now. Now, the dark horse, in my opinion, to land J.J. Watt is Arizona. His former teammate in Houston, DeAndre Hopkins, is there. The Cardinals want to be contenders. They feel like they got a great quarterback. They got a great receiving core, good offense, good offensive weapons, I guess. They're building their defense. I would imagine they've made an offer to J.J. Watt. They would love to have him. They want his leadership. They want his veteran presence. And if I were J.J. Watt, I would prefer to go somewhere that I'm more guaranteed to win than Arizona. There's still question marks about Cliff Kingsbury, the coach in Arizona. Like, the Steelers have question marks with the quarterback, Big Ben. The Cardinals have question marks with the coach, Cliff Kingsbury. If I'm J.J. Watt, I am not screwing around with my final years of my career. I'm going somewhere I know I have a legitimate shot at a Super Bowl. Maybe L.A. with Sean McVay, or Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, or Tampa Bay with Tom Brady. But Arizona does want to be in the mix. They have a great quarterback, Kyler Murray. Keep your eye on what J.J. Watt does. Arizona, Buffalo, Tampa, Kansas City. I don't think the Colts, again, if you're a team with a wild card that is unsure, because the Colts we're not really sure how good Carson Wentz is going to be. We're not really sure how good of a coach Cliff Kingsbury is going to be. If you're a team that has a reason to make you pause and hesitate, I would imagine you're not the team that J.J. Watt is going to pick. But he could surprise us all. Keep your eye on where J.J. Watt goes when free agency continues and kind of ramps up. And I'm really excited to see where J.J. Watt indeed ends up signing.